For decades, China has been considered the world's factory, churning out everything from electronics to textiles to high-tech equipment. But that rosy economic picture is slowly turning bleak. A severe export crisis and uncertainties in global trade relations are pushing the world's second-largest economy into a period of uncertainty. Plunging exports and the U.S. withdrawal in 2022, the U.S., China's largest trading partner, suddenly imposed tariffs of up to 145% on many imported goods from China, canceling orders worth millions of dollars. According to China's General Administration of Customs, exports to the U.S. fell by 13% in 2022 alone, a fatal blow to the country's key manufacturing. As a result, a series of factories, from small-scale to state-owned corporations, were forced to close or cut back, pushing millions of workers into unemployment. Images once seen in the era of strong industrialization are now gradually being replaced by quiet industrial parks, without workers. 2. Widespread layoffs. China faces a wave of unemployment. Not only exporters, but also businesses serving the domestic market are under great pressure. Bad debts are increasing, production costs are increasingly expensive, while domestic consumer demand has not recovered after the. According to Bloomberg, in 2023, small and medium-sized enterprises in China reported an average loss of 30%, while bank debt in the textile and electronics industries increased by 15%. As a result, a series of companies went bankrupt or withdrew from the market. More worryingly, the 11 million new graduates in 2023 are struggling to find jobs. A typical case shared in a survey by the Chinese Ministry of Education shows that a student submitted more than 8,000 job applications but received no response. 3. Trade counterattack. Risky and internal contradictions. Faced with pressure from the U.S., China has begun to fight back. In April 2025, Beijing imposed a 125% tariff on key U.S. exports, including cars, machinery and This retaliation quickly created a shock. Tesla lost more than $2 billion in market capitalization in just 48 hours because electric cars imported into China became too expensive, shaking the company's ambitions to expand its market in Asia. However, this counterattack reveals an ironic paradox. China is currently using more than 150 Boeing aircraft, and without replacement parts from the U.S., these aircraft will not be able to continue operating. This is the Achilles heel of the self-reliance strategy, when the economy is still dependent on high-tech products from the West. 4. Global supply chain shifts. China loses its advantage in the context of instability. Many multinational corporations have chosen to withdraw from China to reduce risks. Apple has moved part of its production line to India, while many other electronics and automobile companies are also expanding operations in Vietnam, Mexico, and Europe. This shift not only threatens China in terms of export revenue, but also causes the country to lose its strategic advantage in the global supply chain, which it has owned almost absolutely for more than 5. Uncertain future. What's the way out for China's economy? It's clear that if China continues to maintain its export-led strategy, it will be difficult for it to escape a long-term recession. The country needs a transformation, increasing domestic stimulus, promoting domestic consumption, and investing in core technology instead of just being a place to assemble product. However, with rising bad debt, unstable consumer sentiment, and conflicts in economic strategy, experts are concerned that China may enter a prolonged period of disorientation, where growth is only on. China is at a historic turning point. Weakening exports, rising unemployment, and a prolonged trade war could change the global economic position in the coming years. As other countries look to replace China's role in the supply chain, the question is, does Beijing have the time and capacity to adapt and overcome this